Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a different type video, sort of a story time about a recent unfortunate situation that happened to me. This video is pretty much to create awareness around hacking on Instagram. I recently got hacked, and y'all, it is so devastating when you work really hard at growing your brand, and having just put out a video recently giving glory to God about how he has doubled my numbers and the increase that has happened, and then the morning of that upload I got hacked. I was so close to 100, and someone taking that from you it's so heartbreaking, especially knowing just where I've come from and all the work and effort that I put in, and then someone comes and tries to snatch that away from you. Enemy, Satan, not today. Not today. And y'all, I was so defeated. I cried the morning that it happened, but I still put that video out because I was like, no, you're not gonna get the victory. And I'll link the video for those who did not watch the video, because yeah, the viewership on that video was not as great, because I usually use Instagram as a driving tool to get you guys to know about the videos that I post, but I didn't have that on Thursday when I posted the video that I put up. Before I get into what occurred, I do want to let you all know that I did start a new page. So yesterday I just decided to pick myself up and fight. So I'm starting over, and I'm believing that God can do even more than what I actually had on my Instagram. I had 80.5K on Instagram, and I'm just believing God we can get to 100K. When I started yesterday, I had 0 followers, and it's so humbling. And I've shared with you guys throughout my journey, I'm one of the most humble people that you'd ever meet, but consistently things happen in my life to keep me grounded, and I'm so thankful for those experiences. Yes, it hurts in the moment, and it's very disappointing. Like, that was a major sting, but it's not gonna keep me down. I have to keep pushing. I have to keep going, because if I just sit and cry and mope and get depressed about it, the enemy feels like he won, and I would not give him that. So I started a new page. This is the Instagram handle. So if you're not already following me, I posted something yesterday, and you guys, when I tell you I was so overwhelmed with love and support, and it just let me know that my journey, that my platform is not in vain, that it's meaningful to you guys. And it blesses me so much to see all of you guys sharing in your stories, posting on your pages, just coming over and deciding to follow me on that platform just really meant a lot. And I think some people don't understand the impact or the significance of social media when you're somebody who now has a business, and a significant part of that business comes from social media. Like, our world has changed. So it's not just a scenario where it's like, oh, I'm concerned about my viewers and those who follow me on Instagram just for personal reasons, where it's like, oh, I need the clout and, you know, whatever status. It's not about that. Like, that's a part of my business. And so just having that taken away from me, it happened. It was very disappointing, but we're gonna rebuild. And so if you're not following me, please follow me there. I'm still working to figure things out. Everything that I've tried so far has not worked, and I'm gonna get into one of those things in a moment so that you guys are aware, and you can give me your feedback, because I don't know if the way that Gerard and I are thinking about it is wrong. But yeah, so this is what happened. So on Thursday morning, I received an email. It was a brand collaboration email, and wasn't anything abnormal about the email. It was structured pretty much in a similar format as all the other brand collaborations that I've ever gotten. And I've been working to get more paid partnerships for Instagram. Although my following is quite large, I generally don't get as many partnerships as others, and I'm sure there's a networking thing. I'm sure that there's a method in order to get more partnerships, but that's something that I've been really working at. And I just started to get some this year, so I was very, very grateful for the email. I'm thinking, wow, like, you know, I get things on YouTube, but on Instagram, it's pretty scarce in that area. And so when I got the email, I was excited, like, oh, okay, cool. Like, they want to partner with me through Instagram. They provided a link that I could click on so that I could view their products, to review, and just do a post about their products. And so I clicked on the link, which is, that's not abnormal. I clicked on the link, and it takes me to Instagram. and I actually had to sign in through this link, which for me isn't necessarily abnormal. Although I'm already signed into Instagram, sometimes when I go through other websites like Linktree, which is a link that you can put in your bio on Instagram so that you can have multiple links. And so I usually have to sign into that and other apps that I maybe install on my computer, on my phone, I'm sorry. So that didn't seem abnormal. So I clicked on the link and it takes me to Instagram and it directs me to their page, and I'm able to view their page, see what kind of products they have. And they also have their website in the bio. So it didn't seem like anything irregular. And so I didn't realize that that was their way of hacking my account. So if you're an influencer, or even if you're someone who's growing and you want brand collaborations, I'd recommend that instead of going through a link, if any company, unless it's one that you trust, unless it's one that you've developed a relationship with, if they send you a link, don't necessarily click on that link. Go through with their Instagram handle or type it into your browser. Don't click on their link because hackers are very clever these days. So after clicking on the link, maybe about a few minutes later, I got a notification from Instagram. I actually got an email from Instagram stating that there was a login from New York from a Google Chrome account. And I thought, wow, that's like weird. This company is based in New York. And then I got another email right after that stating that my email had been changed and I had been logged out of my account. So I go to Instagram and everything is gone. You know what? Actually, that's not true. So Gerard actually sent me a screenshot of my Instagram account and there was nothing there. So I began to freak out and I'm like, what in the world happened? And so then I see these emails stating that someone logged into my account, and then also another one that my email password had changed. So I no longer had access to my account. So can you imagine how upset I was? I was so upset and just frantic. And let me just tell you guys, when you're in a state of desperation, when you're in a state of being frantic and you don't know what to do, that's the most vulnerable position that you can be in. And that's what the hackers want. Hackers, scammers, all of them, they want you to be in that state of mind so that you don't think clearly. So then they can begin to take advantage of you. So after this happened, I received an email from an account. It said hacked in. And I'm thinking, oh, they're trying to help me. Maybe it's something that's associated with Instagram. I read the email and they're saying, we noticed that your account has been hacked, but don't worry. We're not going to delete any of your photos. We're not going to delete your account. We can take you through the necessary steps in order to get your account back running. So I'm like, oh my goodness, this presents some form of relief because I don't have to worry about my account just now being hacked and I can't get back into it and all the work that I've done pretty much being for nothing. And so I respond back to them like, yes, I don't want my account deleted, because they actually stated and they created a sense of urgency stating that you need to make sure that you respond back within an hour or we're going to begin to deleting things. So I responded back asking them what I needed to do, and they stated that I needed to pay them $285. What you mean? I got to pay you $285? This doesn't feel right. So then in my mind, I felt like, because I've gotten scammed in the past and I've learned from those instances to be a bit more guarded. And so when that happened, when they asked for the money and they're telling me, oh, you got to pay it in a certain amount of time, for me, red flags went up. Like, these are the hackers. This is the reason why they hacked my account, so then they could get some money. So I was like, okay, I'm not paying this. And my husband is like, he is so like, now I'm guarded and I'm a little more alert when it comes to these things, but my husband has always been that way. Like, he grew up with a different background than me. So certain things are just like, you're not about to get me. So he was like, no, babe, we're not doing that. We're not. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, shit, it doesn't seem right, but should I pay the money? But then I saw a video where this girl was like, yeah, I paid the money and they did not even give me my account back. So I'm so glad that I did not fall for that. And so I saw other videos that stated that you need to go in, fill out a support form and request help from Instagram. So I did all that, None of that worked out. And I also noticed in another video that a girl did, so others have experienced this quite a bit. So this is not just me, or, you know, if this has happened to you, don't feel alone in this. There are others that are experiencing this, but it's important to get videos like these out so other people know how to safeguard themselves. So then they know these are things I should look out for. So my husband actually started doing some research, and he found this girl on Instagram who expressed that she experienced a similar situation that I went through in being hacked, and, you know, these people sending a prank lab, all this stuff. So he asked her what she did in order to resolve this issue, and she mentioned that there was a Facebook connect that she had, and so that person, one of his colleagues, was able to help her get her account taken care of. Well, I reached out to the person. She provided me with their email and everything. I reached out to the person, and he didn't give me the time of day. No energy or anything. This girl literally told me that she got hers up in like 2 hours. It was stressful, but not as stressful for her because they provided help and support. It was easier for her. But when I reached out to him, he was like, oh, I no longer work in that area. I'm not able to resolve any of those issues anymore. The only thing that I can do is provide you with this link. And the link was literally a link to the Instagram help page, which was not helping me. And then other videos that I've watched, this one girl stated that she used this guy named Juan on Instagram. And y'all, I'm not really sure. My husband and I are very skeptical about this Juan person. And you all let me know if you've had an experience with him, then share insight on what your experience was, because we are wondering, is he a hacker? Is he involved in this business? Because this girl stated that she went through Juan, and he asked her for her email address as well as her email password. For me, that's kind of a gray area. I don't trust that, where you're asking me for my email address as well as my password. They're very sensitive documents that are in my email. And so now giving you that access makes me feel a little uncomfortable. But she did it, and he was able to get her account unhacked, which was awesome. And then there was another girl that we got connected with through another follower who shared with me, oh, she's had an experience like this. Reach out to her, see what she did. And she said Juan helped her too, and a number of her friends who have experienced this. And I'm like, well, Juan seems to be the guy. So Gerard had reached out to him. I asked Gerard to do it because yeah, Gerard's gonna make sure I'm not being taken advantage of. And so he reached out to the guy, and he said that the price that he would do it for was $1,000. First he said it's generally $2,500, but I'll do it for $1,000 for you. And we're thinking like, that's really expensive for you to do that. And just like how you're going about getting this service taken care of just seems a little weird. He had sent Gerard this link to WhatsApp. Gerard go through, I think Gerard clicked on the link, or maybe they continued their conversation through DM because he was just like uncertain about the whole link thing and just his method that he used. And so as they conversed more, he started consistently sending Gerard messages and creating urgency, like, oh, you got to do it within this time frame. The price goes up if you don't do it now, you know. And then he eventually started going down on his price, like, oh, you can pay, I know I said $1,000, but you could pay $800. Like, why are you going down on your price? And then he started reaching out to Gerard without Gerard initiating the conversation. So why are you so pressed to help me? And I know that there's money involved, so he wants to make that coin, but his strategy just seemed so similar to the hackers' tactics. So we were just like, I don't know about Juan. Is Juan a hacker, y'all? Like, y'all let me know. If you had an experience with Juan, let me know, because I really don't know if I can trust him. It seems really sketchy. And then so I asked one of the blogger girls, well, did he charge you $1,000? And she said to me, no, he charged me $700. But one of my other friends, he charged $900. And she felt like it might be based on the level of unhacking he has to do. But I don't know about that. As of right now, we're not going to be using Juan. I'm going to try another method, and hopefully I can recover my account, because I haven't been receiving any feedback from Instagram. And I'm wondering if that's a result of me having my old email connected to Instagram and I've been putting in my new one. But I'm going to play around with it and see what happens. But you guys be prayerful that I'm able to get my old account back. That would save me from a great deal of stress. But y'all, my Holy Spirit kicked in yesterday after me sobbing and just being so, just like my heart and just everything. I was just so unsettled yesterday, and that's the worst feeling to be in. and I don't wish this on anybody. Whenever you've worked hard to do anything and any hiccups come along the way, it's pretty devastating, but know that you can pick yourself back up. Don't stay in that funk, because that's what the enemy wants. We have to make sure that whatever happens in our lives, that we always come back to a place of faith. We always come back to a place of trusting God and knowing that although this circumstance seems big, our God is bigger and he can handle all of this. So I'm just like, God, I'm giving this to you. You're going to take care of it. My followers are like my family and they rock with me. Like, y'all really rock with me and I appreciate that. The way that you guys have been rallying around me has been such a blessing, and I know that you're going to continue to do that. So I appreciate you guys. I hope that this video was helpful for someone out there who may not be knowledgeable of what goes on in this Instagram world of hacking and just like the process that people use. This may not be the tactic that they always use, but this is my experience, so I hope that it's helpful. So yeah, you guys, be sure to like and comment under this video. Share it with anyone you know so that they can gain awareness on this. Also, follow me on my new Instagram page. Hopefully it's temporary, but if not, we're gonna rebuild. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your notifications so that you know when I post a new video. Also, details for my hair will be down in the description box. The outfit that I'm wearing, you guys will see in, it might not be the next video, but I'm doing a try on haul with African prints. Like this beauty. So you guys stay tuned for that. I'm also going to do a Zara haul. Yeah, I've been really wanting to do some fashion hauls and they are coming. Make sure that you are watching out for those and turn on your notifications so that you know when I post a new video. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.